I don't know if I will ever post this video on YouTube or not because I have been thinking about this for a really long while. I might post this, I might not. I look crazy right now, but there is something that I want to talk about. And it is that, nobody has taught us the right time to leave. Like, you talk to anybody around you, everybody knows the right time to start something. This is the age by which you need to graduate school, this is the age by which you need to get a degree, this is the age by which you need to get a job, this is the age by which you need to get married, and for that you need to start looking at girls from this age or boys from this age or something like that. But nobody talks about the right time to leave. Like, there is this entire timeline of things that if you want to achieve these things, you have to start them at this particular age. But nobody talks about nobody talks about the time when you have to leave something because it is not suiting you. Like, you might start something out of pure curiosity, but you later realize ki, oh, this is not something for me. Like, I don't like this thing, or this is not helping me in any way, and I'm not enjoying this. And this could happen like in a week, in 2 months, in a year, or something like that. And it is not even about like losing motivation and discipline. You just realize, like, after some point of time, that I do not enjoy this, whether it be a friendship, a relationship, a job, a course, a college, school, whatever it is. But nobody talks about how to leave these things, because I feel like there is actually, like, the thing is that I feel like it should have been in reverse. Like, there is actually no time, no specific time to start anything, but there is a specific time to leave something. Because if you don't leave something at the right time, it will cost you by the time you leave, because you will leave it eventually. But by the time you gain and you gather the courage to leave it, it will cost you something at the end of the day. Whether it be your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health, or anything around that factor. But there is no right time to start. Okay, you can start something at the age of 18 and you might receive your success at the age of 25, but there might be someone else who starts it at the age of 23 and gains that success at age of 25 as well, or even younger. Maybe somebody starts at the same age as yours and gain success at the age of 21, but you probably gain it at 25 or 30 or something. Because I have realized that there is actually no right time to start. You start when you are meant to start it. Like, you can start it today, you can start it 10 years later, you can start it 15 years later, 3 years later, at whatever time you want. But knowing that you do not like something, or that you're in the middle of something and you need to leave it in order to get better, that is the hardest part of it all. And nobody teaches us that. Society quite literally conditions us to know when to start something, but they never teach you how to leave something when you realize that it is not meant for you. Because when you leave something, whether it be in the middle or whether it be at your own breaking point, even if you feel some amount of relief after it, you have already paid for it by some means or the other. And added to that, you also feel the sense of guilt that you did not try hard enough. Because for for n number of people out there, the art of leaving or letting go is directly equivalent to you not trying enough, or you failing to push yourself through it. And that is what we have been taught, quite literally, since forever. Since forever. And nobody talks about it, because leaving something is already, I feel like leaving things in general is already such a taboo that nobody talks about it. And you realize over time that even after you've left something, you feel like you have failed at it. Like, you have failed at holding on to it, or you have failed at not trying hard enough, even though in the back of your mind you know that you did try hard enough. But it doesn't matter, because you will still feel that guilt. You will still feel that guilt for letting go of that degree or that relationship or that friendship. But you realize now that you might feel that guilt for a few months, but as time passes by, your future self will not be feeling that guilt. The only thing that you will feel at that moment is pure relief over the fact that you left it, whether it be at a right time or whether you leave it at your breaking point. You might actually you might think after you have left something that I wish I would have left it earlier, but that doesn't go the other way around. Like, if you leave a relationship, a friendship, or anything like that, you realize over time that you wish you would have left it a bit earlier, but you didn't. But when it comes to starting things, even though you might think that, oh, I wish I would have started this earlier, but most of the times you also think that maybe it was meant to start now, maybe I was meant to start this now. So I do personally think that, as a generation, like Gen Z specifically, we are taking so many risks when it comes to our future. Like risks in the sense that we are not going over the traditional careers that most of our parents went through. We are trying new things. We are actually expanding ourselves in many ways. And I believe that it is very necessary that we talk about the art of letting go and the art of leaving things, because there might not be a right time to start something, but there is always a right time to leave something. And if you don't leave it at that particular point, you will leave it eventually, but you will pay for it with something or the other. And then you realize as time passes by that, oh, I wish I would have left it a bit earlier.